What's up, everybody? Thank you for listening to the On the GUNLINE podcast. This is episode number 228, and it's Labor Day. We went a little all over the place, honestly. We talked about barbershops and their ridiculous prices, discussed a little bit of actors and their choice in dating. That transitioned into the Hot D, and no, not a porno, fucking House of the Dragon. Then I think we got a little bit into the political slash controversial realm. Don't really know what else goes in there. Honestly, it's just one of those things that fucking happens. But I do hope you enjoy this episode, number 228. I got a little bit of, what's it called, passionate towards the middle of it, and hope you all enjoy it. Let me know your feedback, whether you like it or dislike it. You can hit the buttons on there, subscribe, so you can go ahead and fucking find out when this shit drops, and hope you enjoy it. All right, it's just another conversation that you'll find on the gun line. Catch y'all later, skaters. Fuck that one up. Oh well, that's the intro. I am not changing this shit again. 'Cause I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh, Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Oh, gunline. Happy Labor Day. I'm your host, Lopez, and you got my boy Hunt over here, the co-host with the most, who's a bit lighter than burnt toast. I just try to find something to rhyme, bro, and it just came together.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, I didn't get
it. Anyways, what's going on, brother? What is good with you?
Oh, nothing. Chilling. It's a beautiful day.
It is, my man. It is. Honestly, after last week, I think this week is going to be more motivational. It's a new month. God damn, it's fucking September, bro.
I know, man. It's going by fast. I've already started buying Christmas gifts. I'll put it that way.
Hey, that's smart. That's just smart. Shit. So what you mean by buying Christmas gifts is stealing it from your neighbors?
Yeah, I bought all my Christmas gifts already. I'm like, fuck this shit. It was last month. Yeah, I got it. So last month, it was actually toward the end. It was like maybe like the last 2 weeks. I was like, why am I waiting so long to try to buy Christmas gifts?
Yep.
I started buying them already. Just little gadgets. So I got like, earbuds, and I'm thinking about like maybe a watch for one of them. But I also got like I'm about to get next month. I'm gonna get the riding scooter for Ashley. So I'm gonna get all their shit and I'm gonna send it to them because I don't know where they're spending it at. So just in case, dude, especially like some of the big shit. So I gotta tell you what.
I'll tell you what. The watch. I've been always a big proponent of that a watch makes the man. It makes not the man, but I guess, but it makes your outfit, bro.
It's the image.
Yeah, bro. I guess.
One second. I'll be right back.
All right, too easy. And what's up, everybody? I hope you're enjoying your wonderful weekend out there. It's a long weekend. Tomorrow we go back on the grind and start making that money so we can start saving up money for the motherfucking Christmas gifts, which Hunt is the one that's doing it the right way right now. This motherfucker is out there getting it before the prices get hiked up. And if you want to talk about some prices, let me fucking tell you, bro. For those of y'all that follow me on fucking IG and on the Facebook, on the Gunline podcast pages, or if you're on my personal page, you know that I went on Saturday to seek some, follicle trimming, for the hair, the hair sort. My son's he's gotten older. I'm taking him to a barber shop now, so he can start getting used to going to, what a barber shop is, get to know it. Sit down and just chill and shit. I mean, it's not a black barber shop, which by all means, that's a whole fucking experience. That's just different, But I just wanted to go to a barber shop, bro. I just want to go to a fucking barber shop, get a motherfucking haircut, come back home. You know what I'm saying? Get this, Hunt. I go to my regular fucking barber shop. Wake up, like, I go hit the showers real quick. I didn't put nothing in my hair so that they don't have to fucking, get it out. So I didn't have the suavecito in there. It was just a big ball. All right. My son, on the other hand, he was all just, it looked like Asian hair, just like fine and forward, right? Well, I went to my barber shop and they were closed. It's the fucking long weekend. I get it, So I'm like, you know what? There's got to be a barber shop somewhere around here. So I went for a quick drive around here in my area, the northeast side of San Antonio. Oh, the far north side, far northeast. Anyways, so I'm over here off the 281 in TPC on Evans. And I find a place. It's in a small little strip mall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's called the Best Gentleman or some shit like that, or the Gentleman Barber, something like that. You know, it's supposed to be one of these, like, I don't know why they're trying to make them like look all high end and bougie and shit. You know, just put the little fucking spinny thing outside, bro. You know.
But it kind of goes back to what you're saying. I'm gonna let you finish. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you finish real quick with your story.
Yeah. So I walk in there, bro. You know, it's a barber shop. First of all, let me set the expectation of when I go to a barber shop, what I expect to see. When I walk into a barber shop, what I want to see is a TV that's playing sports. I want to see some men in there hanging out, fucking just talking shit, you know, and laughing it up. Somebody with a fucking little broom sweeping up shit, you know. And I walk in and I maybe see a little thing up there that says man's haircuts, you know, X amount of dollars, you know, shaving a haircut, all that good shit, right? Not what I got. I walk in or I open the door and it, you know, ding dong, and there's a fucking little counter there. And this little Asian motherfucker comes up to me, which I'm cool with that. Asians, especially the female Asians, they know how to get down with the hair. The Korean ladies. That's just prior experience from AFIS, you know, in Korea. You had to go to Korea to understand, bro. You got it.
No, they don't know how to cut hair, but
nah, I'm just not black hair, maybe. That's different. That's a whole different thing now. I understand it. Trust me, I get it. I've gone to a black barber shop. Like I said, that's a whole different experience. That's different. But anywho, I go in there. This little Asian motherfucker comes out, and I just reminded myself of that fucking Bill Burr joke.
yeah, I was gonna say she put the first word before. Yeah. Whoa.
But
Where is this?
So I go in there, bro, and he pulls out a little fucking menu. And I thought he'd be a little manlier, but you know, he was a little bit more in touch with himself, if you know what I mean. And so he fucking pulls out a menu. All right. And on this menu, it has like different tiers, bro. Like you're in a rush, the this, the that, and the other. I'm like, okay, $30 for a regular haircut. I'll play your game. This is one of those bougie shops. I get it. I'll play the game, you know? So I figured, okay, me and my son, we get haircuts, $30 a pop, plus a $10 tip. Boom, we're good. You know what I'm saying? $70 for a haircut. I'm okay with that for two people. Okay. I'm trying to support local businesses, right? I look up and I see some barberettes, and they got like the pink hair and the purple hair, and bro, it's a fucking beauty salon, not a barber shop, first of all. All right. Second of all, why are you coming at me with a menu, bro? Why can't you just have it up there? Why can't you just be a barber shop? And just because you named yourself the Good Barber Man's Grooming, bro, it's a fucking haircut. It's going to take you literally 30 minutes tops for both of us. Again, I just want a regular mid to high fade. That's it. You know, maybe a little trim off the top. That's it. I'm not trying to get edged up. All right. I know that's thing with brothers. Y'all get edged up and shit, get all that pretty thing. I get that, bro. That's technique. That's a lot of fucking time is money, right? Okay. It's not my fault that you're taking 45 fucking minutes just to give me a fucking quick fade, bro. And same thing with my kid. Now the kid capped off at $25. Got it. Cool. I'm okay with that. Again, I get it. I'm trying to support local businesses. This place was false advertisement. It's not a barbershop. It's a fucking beauty salon. All right. Don't say you're a fucking barbershop when you're looking like a goddamn beauty salon with fucking sinks behind the goddamn barber chair. I'm not trying to get my eyes tweezed. I'm not trying to get my face groomed. That'd be different. I would understand it. Like if I had a beard and, you know, goatee that they're going to edge up. I went to a black barbershop one time. Homeboy took care of me. He was like, hey, you want me to go ahead and edge that up for you, trim it up? Yeah, man, go ahead, pimp. And he was in there like fucking doing his thing. I paid him what he wanted because he did a great job. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he gave me my haircut I wanted, and he did this area really good. Paid him what he needed. Good to go. my man.
So I think the thing is we're gonna go back to the whole watch thing too. I think
Okay.
it's expectations that you have, and
Mhm.
because the societal norms that maybe that you grew up with is telling you this is how this. No, 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 no. I
I'm
think this is
listening.
what it is because like this is what you were always taught. Hey, this has to be the standard. Like you said, a watch makes the man. Not so much makes the man, but it just enhances the man. Because I've heard that too. Like every man needs a watch, and it has to be a certain thing because it enhances. It's the gentleman s thing to do.
Well, it's not only that, bro, but it's like everybody has their own thing. Like, for example, women got shoes and shit like that and jewelry, right? Men, they go and spend shitloads of money on shoes, like fucking Jordans and shit like that. I don't understand why you're gonna walk in the motherfuckers, but hey, that's what you do, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
but I think it's just that whole thing, and that's why you said you kind of got disappointed with. Oh, this is no, this. You got to remember, man, this is upscale. And as far as the menu, that's dope, man. I think that's pretty dope. If they have like a hey, man, here's our thing right here. This is what you can get. I think that's something that's up to date. Like I think that and there's nothing wrong with it because I get Lynch cuts my hair. One of the dudes that we deploy with, Lynch cuts my hair.
mhm.
And saying they got the stuff on the walls, and that's cool, man. And I'm not trying
That's
to
what I
tell
want
them
to see.
like I'm not trying to tell them that hey, you should upgrade to this. Nah, but if they do, I'll be like, yo, that's dope.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
get
saying?
that. You're right. You're right. You're right. You know, maybe my expectations were to see the prices on the wall rather than have to communicate with somebody. That way I wouldn't feel embarrassed when I have to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a bit
Mhm.
embarrassing. People are going to be like, oh, he broke. No, bitch. Trust me. I make good money. I'm just not willing to pay that for a motherfucking haircut. Upscale, bro. At the end of the day, a haircut's a haircut. All right. Now, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I know there's motherfuckers out there. I'm not gonna go to Supercuts. I'm not gonna go to the Great Clips. I get it because those are mills. Those are those places where everybody goes that just got out of barber school or whatnot to go learn their craft. Okay. The reason I go to the one place that I go to, I've been going there for 5 years. All right. Been going for like 5 years. It's like $18 when I first started going there, and I was like $22. I don't care. I get the same barber chick, and she takes care of me and knows what I want. You know what I mean? Mid to high fade, and then just skin. But here's what pissed me off, Hunt. If it would have been $30, I would have even said $40. Fine. I doubt it though. I wouldn't have stayed there. But if you would have said $30 for the mid to high and then the skin, cool. That motherfucker told me, oh no, that's just the trimming of your hair to maybe fading it to like a 2. If you want to fade it to like a mid to high fade, then that's going to be an upcharge. And if you want a skin fade, that's another upcharge. Bro, come on now. Come on. At some point or another, that's fucking. I get it. If you want to go with it, go ahead. But
Mhm.
goddamn it, I better get some motherfucking sucky from that shit. That bitch over there that's sitting at that last booth, you better come and give me a fucking little handy while I'm getting my motherfucking haircut. And then I'll give you a tip too.
I know. Well, speaking of this from Swiss Scott, I know that like just because I hang around at this shop too. I don't know what's going on at their shop, but I do hang around the shop that Lynch works at. And
Mhm.
this I understand that certain bills had to get paid, and they still have to they still have to pay for their chair
Right.
and everything. But like with Lynch, I tell him all the time, I'm like, dude, yeah, we homeboys and everything. I don't do homie hookups.
Exactly.
And like he tried to give me one. Like I know you really can't see it too good right here, but I think it was like Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It was Thursday or Friday one. I just went there to bullshit around, man. He was like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna come line you up, man." He's like, "Don't worry about it." I was like, "Nah, man, I don't do the home hookups. I'm at least give you $10 for a lineup."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to make a living too. But I
Exactly.
can understand why, like, yeah, all that upcharge shit. This is what the thing. I think if it was in the menu, that they gave you for the haircut
Mm-hmm.
prices, right? They should have included every fucking single thing in the menu.
And that's the thing, bro. It said like in the you're in a rush. It says something like you get this, get that, get that. I don't want none of that. I just want a haircut. Me and my
Yeah.
son want a fucking haircut. That's it. You know what I mean? And bro, now okay, there was a bit of feedback that I got on the IG from I guess he was probably prior service and now he's a barber. And I get, that that's your passion and you're doing what you love. But come on, bro. I mean, if there's people willing to pay that shit, good for you, brother. I'm just not willing to. And I think it's ridiculous, to be honest. I think it's really ridiculous. But so I'm gonna read to y'all what I wrote, okay? So what's on my mind? I'll tell you. Walks into a new barber shop. Homeboy pulls out a menu. The barber says, first time here? Me. Yep. Just trying to get a regular haircut. Mid to high fade, skin. Barber, our most basic haircut or basic trim start at $29. All right, cool. Like I said, mid to high fade, me and my son, no problem, bro. No, there's an upcharge for fades and an upcharge for skin. Me, all right, pimp. I appreciate it. I'm out. So then I wrote, y'all motherfucking crazy thinking I'm gonna pay more than $30 for a haircut. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I'm a supporter of small businesses and shit, but goddamn, I tip pretty fucking good too. I ain't gonna put them on blast, but good thing there's a bar called Puzzles Tavern next to them, and you can have a drink after they rape you. Guess I won't find out if they are the good barber. That's what it's called. So, anyways, somebody replied back. On the Gunline podcast, now y'all got me on my usual joint. Okay, no, that's not the one. Oh, this guy. His name is Adam Scold. I'm just saying his name because his name is out there on the IG. If you were to hit me up anonymously, I'll read your shit anonymously. You know what I'm saying? Not hit me up. If you hit me up in the DMs, I wouldn't say your name is what I'm saying. So if you guys have any feedback or content you want to keep your name out of it, send it to me in the DMs or on the emails, and I'll keep your name out. But anyway, so he writes, that's actually not that high for an upscale shop, man. Many are way higher than that. The cost of everything in barbering has gone up considerably, much like anything else. You can go to Great Clips or whatever and still get a $15 to $18 cut. I think they have gone up too. But the cut and the overall service is going to be different. Okay, what service, bro? I don't want a massage. All right. I don't want a back rub. I don't want a scalp massage. I just want a haircut. That's it. And
why not? I pay at least 60 for my cut, and that's including tip.
I'm sorry, I can't do that. But again, with black folk hair, it's a bit different. You know, I got.
You think about too. You're paying for time, though. You're paying for the time.
That's the thing. I get that. I get that. Again, with black folk, it takes a little more time, especially when y'all like to get lined up and shit. I'm not saying everybody in general. I'm saying a lot of folks that I know that I fucks with get fucking lined up, edged up, and get all purdy and shit. That's cool. That's y'all thing. That's how y'all roll. That makes y'all look good. Cool, man. And that takes time. It's a skill. You know what I'm saying? I get that. I don't need that though. I just want done. You know what I'm saying? I don't get edged up. I don't. So here's the thing, Hunt. Here's the thing. It's going to take about half an hour for both me and my son. Okay, I'll even give you 45 minutes for me and my son. Tops. All right? It's not going to take you an hour each. And if it's taking you an hour each to give me just a regular basic haircut, bro, come on now. Come on. Then you need to up your skills. So anyways, that's just my beef with the upscale. There ain't nothing upscale. Unless you're going to give me a free fucking cigar that I can smoke while I or give me a free drink in a cigar that I smoke while I get my hair cut, then I'll be like, okay, cool, I got you. But you chose your profession, bro, at the end of the day. You know? So if you want to make more money, be a traveling barber. I'll pay you your gas money. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's just me, though. What do you think, bro?
Well, like I said, man, I understand the whole, the time thing. Like, and it depends on that still. Like, I actually have another friend. His wife is a barber. His wife was trained by the guy that does Diddy's hair, and she charges a lot because of her service. And like, it's good. Like, she's constantly booked. Like, it's nothing outrageous. She's not charging like $100 a head. You know what I'm saying? But she's always booked the fuck out. That she doesn't have walk-ins. Like, her shit is constantly booked. You know what I'm saying? She's that good at what she does.
Right. And that's cool. I get that. And then, like you said, if somebody's doing Diddy's fucking hair up, that got name recognition behind it, their prices are going to be higher. It's like if you go to a tattoo artist, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing about a tattoo. A tattoo is permanent. A haircut is temporary. Okay. Now, I'll pay you again. I'll pay $30 tops. Anything above that shit, I'm sorry. I'll go bald headed before I do that shit. My ass is not that rich. I ain't got Leo DiCaprio money, bro. Leo DiCaprio, That motherfucker got so much money he could dump a bitch at 25 every time. And can I ask you something?
Pedophile.
That
Yeah,
was a hell of a transition, wasn't it?
it was pedophile.
Pedophile? How are you a pedophile?
Not pedophile, but there's something odd about it. Like,
No, it's
bro,
not.
what?
Why? Why?
You're what, 40 something years old?
I am
How old is
45.
No, I'm talking about
this year.
Leo.
Okay, Leo's about to be 50.
And you're still only fucking with 25-year-olds? People half your age?
Well, 20 to 25-year-olds. He dumps them at 25.
Yeah.
So
Like,
the fuck
something's
why?
weird there, guy.
Why? No, who the fuck cares, man? Them
I don't
motherfuck-
care. Listen, I don't care. It's none of my business. I'm just saying, it's like, bro. First of all, they're all grown. They are all grown.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the first important thing.
It ain't like he's fucking out there like the chick with
minor.
the mole. The chick with the mole and Ari Spears. Hadish.
Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah. And Ari Spears.
Yeah.
But that's another topic.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, I was saying, like, I understand they're what's it called. So they're those ladies are old enough to make their own decision. It's just like, dude, are you doing this because you want to be around somebody famous, or are you doing this because you just love somebody? And then on top of that, like, I guess I don't have a problem because I see like older women with younger men too, and it's like, okay, well, hey, do you know what I'm saying?
You beat me to that motherfucking talking point that I had for that. I was gonna say, when women do that shit, oh, you go, girl. Yeah, get you that young dick. Yeah. But if a man goes and do it, oh, he's fucking sick. Really?
I think it's a double standard because, like I said, there are a lot of older women. There are women in their 40s and mid to late 40s that are dating these like 20-something-year-old men, and that's something that society kind of sees as norm. And like, I think now it's not seen as norm or seen as okay, but you got to think about it. Like, for so long, there's always been that stigma with male teachers harassing the young students, right?
Mm-hmm.
Young female students. But it's like no one really batted an eye too much when, up until recently, a lot of these young teachers or these young women were doing that to the males. Then up until recently, everybody was like, nah, man, this is we can't have double standards.
Right.
We got to hold them accountable as well.
Right.
That's when it started happening. But I think it's been kind of like looked at as not as big as a problem when women do it to men.
Yeah, I mean, I know I wish I had some of my teachers fucking hit on me. I would be beating them guts. Shit. And I wouldn't snitch. You know what I'm saying? Dumbass motherfuckers snitching on themselves. Anyway.
Snapchat.
But here's the thing. Like, I mean, honestly, back to the Leo DiCaprio. Look, it goes back to like what we talked about last week about the standards of beauty and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just likes fucking younger women because at that age, well, I don't know. Here's my personal preference has always been older women. We discussed this, right?
Yeah, I think last week.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not like he's grooming them and shit or anything like that. He's just fucking with them, having fun with them. They're flexible, and beating guts. And then at the end of the day, he's like, okay, these bitches probably want to have fucking families, or they want to go and have kids, and I ain't the one to support that shit. So cut sling load.
But I had a whole topic about that shit, about like why guys feel that way, like that people. As a matter of fact, I got to do a response video to somebody. It reminds me. It fucking reminds me. But it is like, yo, why? Like, these dudes are like, oh, you're wasting your good years. And it was another black dude. He was like, oh, well, look at the black women. Yes, they are statistically speaking the highest education, population in America, but they're wasting all their childbearing years to get their education. They're selfish. I'm like, who the fuck are you to tell somebody that they're selfish? I was like, maybe they don't want to have kids. Right. Who the fuck cares? And then why would you even like worry about like want somebody just to say that they have to have kids? And he had that bullshit ass Andrew Tate mentality where like you should have kids and you need to have these people coming around you when you're old, and that should be no one has to do that. If you don't want to, you don't have to have fucking kids. Exactly. It doesn't make you any more or any less of a woman.
Just don't tell me how to grow. Just as long as they don't try to tell me how to raise my kids, we fine.
Oh, and a man too. Like if a man don't want to have kids, okay, fuck it. Don't have fucking kids. Like pull shit, out. Easy.
Yeah. Oh, I feel you. I mean, 100% on that. Like the only thing that sucks is that when those broads get older and all of a sudden they want to have kids, and it's like, oh, now I gotta turn to science. Well,
So we can say the same thing with dudes too. When dudes get older, when they finally, because like this, I'm gonna be real. Like I have people, and I was talking to Gonzo about this the other day too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, I'm just like, it just boggles my mind. I was actually mad. I was like, it boggles my mind, and I'm so pissed that people are like constantly telling me, "Oh, I wish I had your life, man. You got it easy. You're single. You can do this, that, and third." I was like, "Why the fuck?" And I'm like, "Why is it that the only thing in your old age that you care about is just fucking this bitch, fucking that bitch, fucking this bitch, instead of
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Instead of having appreciating what you have at home.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got it. If you got some fucked up shit going on, work that shit out or get divorced, but." Don't just fucking think this single life is glorifying, man. This shit fucking sucks. Especially when you know that you could have had somebody and you passed that shit up. And now they happy with somebody else. This shit fucking sucks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's one of those things that's fucking kind of like fuck me with life. Like, when you're single, you want to be with somebody, but when you with somebody, you want to be single. You know what I mean? It's the fucked up part between being human as well as our fucking animalistic instincts, which I don't give a fuck what people say or don't say. We're animals at the end of the day, and our duty is to procreate. We want to fuck. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, yeah, dude, I feel you on that. I I think as we gotten older, we at least I'll speak for myself. As I've gotten older, I've realized that rather than wanting more things, I find myself to be appreciative of what I have, you know,
Exactly.
and I don't hate on others that go out and do what they do and get your shit. Just don't bitch about it when your ass is broke. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you made your decisions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Like, when motherfuckers be complaining like, oh, you got this, you got that. Yeah, you're right. I work my motherfucking ass for it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know I have a plan ahead that if shit doesn't go well for me financially, that shit's already going to be taken care of, or I'm not going to be here. Anyways, I'm going on to a different tangent. But yeah, dude, I don't want to live. I don't want to keep up with the Joneses. You know,
Yeah.
I just
I
want
don't either, man.
to keep up with me. And for those that are envious of other people's lives, you need to see what's wrong with you. Do Michael Jackson and look at the man in the motherfucking mirror. Because honestly, that means there's something wrong with you. Like me,
Mhm.
I know there's something wrong with me because I keep trying to fill a fucking void. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kept buying this motorcycle. I bought this trailer. I bought this. I keep trying to fill this void that I have of loneliness. And I'm lonely, but yet I got a fucking family. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And that's turning into a whole different topic. My bad. I was going to go
Yeah.
into my own mental bullshit.
Yeah.
But
No, the main thing I think what I was talking about is like how like people are just like because we're talking about how like everybody says that a man and women should
yeah,
procreate. Like I got it, and I understand that's how you feel, but at the same time, once again, who says that? We've been told that from society, right? That we're supposed to procreate. And so since we've been told that, that's the new norm. But people don't want to listen to everybody else now. Because remember, this is being passed down. Oh, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this without even questioning it. You have to do this. But now it's like, okay, well, society is shifting and we're saying that we don't have to do this. And nobody wants to listen to it. But and it's crazy because it was okay to listen to society when they said we had to do this for years and years and years. But now we're saying that, you know what, we don't have to do this. And that's the message that's being put out to the atmosphere. It's like people want to buck that. It's like, no, you have to do this. Why? I don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to live to that societal normal. Just because you want to do that, and just because that's something that was always passed down, I'm not wrong. I'm not right for want to break that societal generational talking point. I
do
am
me a
just
favor.
me.
Can you give me like an example?
That I did just even with the a prime example. And this is something that like one of our friends and us talk about, you know what I'm saying? And we have our kind of opinions about that. When they talk about this whole LGBTQ, we can talk about the whole LGBTQ thing, how people are like, they're always trying to put this shit in movies and everything. Well, it's about representation. And I say that, I know you're not gonna look at it. I say that because look at what happened in Star Wars with Obi-Wan. I don't know if you've seen the Obi-Wan thing. People literally called her last name is Ingram. They said that she was a diversity hire, that she couldn't act, that they were just wrong for that. But she was one of the key pieces to that series. She happened to be a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Caloris Valerian.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers are mad because of a fictional character in the book. They put him as a black person in the series.
Mm-hmm.
They're mad about that. And it's like your societal norms tell you that this has to be that. And everybody's like, no, we don't have to do that. And people are clashing about that.
You know, you beat me to my transition.
I did. I tried to.
You beat me to my transition. But you know what? We're gonna have to do a Jin Saki right now and circle back to it. Because I want to touch on one, you know, and not like a R. Kelly or but I want to touch on one of these topics. Look, man, my problem with it is that if they don't put a homosexual or some a diversity, as you said, higher in there, then everybody's up in arms. That's what I hate. Oh, why couldn't they make them like this? Because you know what? What the fuck does it matter to the movie? How does it affect? How does it affect it? Now, look, you want to make yourself a gay fucking movie? Go make a gay fucking movie. The end. You know what I'm saying? When I want to watch a movie, I want to watch a fucking movie. Now, if them being gay adds to the story, cool. If it doesn't, I don't give a fuck who the fuck they're with. You know what I'm saying? Now, thank you for bringing up the gayness, because that was my last talking point about motherfucking what's his face? Leonardo DiCaprio. We're still on him. That sounded gay. Speaking of which, what if the reason he's with all these young broads is a cover that he's gay and he's just having them on the side, you know, kicking them down money. Just pretend you're my old lady. At 25, I'll cut you loose. You still are young enough to live a full life.
Yeah, I think that's one of them crazy conspiracies. I think you were out there with that one.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. To circle back, once again, it's about representation. That's all it's about. Like, and the fact that you're fighting that, like, we could, like, I know you're probably gonna think I'm just saying this to be politically correct.
I'm not.
But honestly, we literally could have this conversation like off things. But it is literally about representation nowadays, because you see this. Like,
why does it have to be?
Because people want to feel like they are included. Like, look at what happened. Like, with the first Black Panther, right? When that happened, man, everybody was talking about, yo, we finally see something positive. We don't see the stereotypic thing on fucking movies. We see something positive. We feel represented with a positive Black person.
Okay.
And it's all about representation.
And I get the fucking skin color shit, because that cannot be hidden. Or not hidden, but it can't be. It's not something occulted. Okay. Now, being gay, unless you tell a motherfucker you're gay, 99% of the time we don't know. And if we do know, we don't care. So why does it have to be fucking thrown in my face? Like, oh, and I happen to go talk to my whatever. You know, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Unless I don't.
Do you think that the people in the LGBT community feels like that? Like,
I don't give a fuck how they feel.
But that's what you're saying. You don't want. No. I'm saying you said that you don't want to see that in your face all the time, right?
Right.
So do you think that they want to see heterosexual people in their face all the time?
It's not my fault they got fucking mental issues.
How is that? No. That's not what I asked. I asked.
That's what it is, though.
No. Do you think that they want to see heterosexual shit in their face all the time?
Again, that's not my fault that they have something
wrong. You're saying there's something wrong with it, but you're still not answering the question. You're not answering the question.
I don't give a fuck.
No. But if you said you don't want to see that, right? You said you don't want to see
then they don't have to go see it. Just like I won't go see it. If it's making that much of an impact to me, I won't go see it. I'm going to criticize it, though.
I think what I'm trying to say is, can you see how that if you don't want to see this, right, then you should be able, then I think that we can say that, you know what, if I don't want to see this,
right,
maybe they don't want to see this.
That sucks to be fucking them then. But I'm not putting it in their face.
It's up to be us. We are putting it in their face because everything
it's part of okay. I'm sorry. How is okay? I'll give you an example.
This goes back to what we were talking about, right?
Hold on. You want to talk about shit? Let's do this shit. So let's say I want to go watch a movie about motherfuckers, having a family, growing a family, being a family, kids have their families, so on and so forth, right? Cool. Guess what? Male, female need to fuck for a child to be born, and then have more and procreate. Okay. Now, what the fuck does gay have to do with it? You want to throw in that one of them came out gay? Cool. I don't care. But I mean, at the end of the day, what does it matter? Unless I ask a person, are you gay? Is it my business? Is it my business? No. Okay. It's none of my fucking business. If I want to go watch something that's hyping up, elevating gay shit, cool, go ahead. But look, gay people, you want all inclusivity? Welcome to all inclusivity. You're going to get your ass talked shit about. Because everybody gets talked about.
Yeah, everybody. They have been for years.
Okay,
like
then.
people in that community have been. I just think, like I said, this man. Even when it comes to even with black people or Asian people, look at what happened with Shang-Chi. Look what happened with Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. Man, the Asian community, they were happy as fuck. Look what. Matter of fact, have you paid attention to what happened with the Black Panther 2? Namor.
Again,
like people are happy because there's everybody's like, yes, we see somebody that I don't know the dude's name, but the guy that's playing Namor, right?
I'm happy.
Everybody is happy because they can see this representation.
That's good.
Then you should say it's good of Mexican Americans making it on the big screen like that. And I'm not saying that they have not did it, because there have been a lot. There have been a lot of great Mexican actors. But the Mexican American people, when they seen this and they're like, yo, this is a big franchise. And now we have representation. We have not only representation, but they're even talking about the mestizo culture. Because that's how it all starts with Namor back then.
And that's great, bro. That's great. But I'm watching a fucking movie because I want to watch a movie, not a fucking history goddamn lesson. You see what I'm saying? No.
But you realize he wasn't even Namor, if we're gonna be accurate about it, he wasn't even nowhere near the mestizo culture.
Okay, and I don't care. That's the thing. I'm going to fucking watch a movie, not a history lesson. I don't want to be fucking preached to. I don't want to see fucking again, I don't care. No, the thing is, when they make it blatant, like, it was thrown in there because it's not adding to the movie, it's not taking away from the movie. When it's just blatant, it's like, really, did you really have to put that in there? Why? So you can make the fucking gays happy? That's the only fucking reason, bro. Black Panther. You know why I love that movie? I didn't see it as a fucking, this is a fucking token black movie. I saw it as an MCU fucking movie. Okay, now here's the issue. Motherfuckers keep dividing themselves into these motherfucking categories, but preach fucking unity. How are we going to be united if we keep on being divided in our own fucking minds? All right.
I don't think that is so much. Bro. I don't think there's so much preaching these divisions, like, no one is saying.
I am African American. I am Asian American. I am Hispanic American. No, bitch, you're a fucking American. Get used.
Well, that's only what's called. There's the only reason people do that. Well, I'll put this in other countries, they don't see it as that, because if you go outside of another country and you tell them I'm from California, and if you were trying to say you're Mexican American, they'd be like, no, you're American. You know what I'm saying? I understand that part. I do. Well, when it comes to those people, bro. Oh my God! Listen, we could get on the subject with that.
But no.
Oh, we're definitely gonna have to have that conversation off the top, offline, because it's funny. Because like I've had to shut down some people with this fucking dude. Literally tried to tell me that like black people are the original white people.
Oh my God! Hold up. We only got a minute left. We're gonna come back to that. We still got 2 more topics to talk about, and one of them has to do with that. We'll catch you here when we restart. I guess this goes back to the beginning entry song. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Hey, y'all, I got a little bit passionate on that last one, man. I'm glad Urena wasn't here, because if Urena would have been here, that motherfucker would have been pushing buttons, Chief. Holy shit, Attack. Holy shit balls. Or like Res Dog say, shit ass. Anyways, we are back, just waiting here for Hunt to get on here. Once he does, we will continue our topic of discussion, which let's see. We've talked barbershops. We've talked who cares about, 50-year-old or 25-year-olds. And then he beat me to the goddamn transition. But we're gonna hit that one next. All right. Next thing we're gonna talk about is the fucking hot D. And I ain't talking about that chorizo, baby. I'm talking about that hot D, that House of the Dragon. Those motherfucking Targaryens, yo, are fucking brutal. And I think that honestly, this has been a very it's a very good continuation to the Game of Thrones. Making up for their last couple seasons. And I think that Hunt was taking notes down, which is good.
No, some asshole got mad and fucking said my video was bullying and harassing when it wasn't.
Oh, these motherfuckers, man. See, that's some bullshit. That's why I love my gun line. On my gun line, we talk shit up, down, left, right. You don't like it? Be gone, motherfuckers. We have different opinions. As you can see, I got passionate earlier, but that's what I love about it, man. We're gonna transition to the hot D now. Because you beat me to my transition.
I did. I did.
You stole my thunder, baby.
But that was good.
That was good. Bro, I want to say the hot D this weekend was fucking good. I loved it. I love that motherfucking that dragon just coming out in the night at the beginning. Started fucking. How funny was it, bro? When homeboy's like, "You're here to save me. You're here to save me." Splat.
Yeah. I ain't saving shit, bitch. Saving the goddamn. Once again, man, it's mid, and I find myself like at a crossroads because I was one of those people that were bitching and crying and complaining about season 1 being slow as shit, and it's like, well, god damn, y'all are fucking pedal to the metal in this bitch. Like next season, the second child's gonna be born and already be a fucking 2-year-old, so you can have a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old. It's like, holy shit.
He's gonna be a 3-year-old. He's gonna be 3 years old at that time. So the child will be a 1-year-old. But yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, they're pushing forward through it. And I kind of dig it, because there's probably I'm sure there's a lot of politics in there in between. But if you think about it, bro, it's pretty good marketing. Because if motherfuckers want to know what's going on in between, hey, go get the book.
What's crazy is they already got greenlit for season 2.
Yep.
So if you got greenlit for season 2, y'all could have strung this along a little bit more. I think y'all could have done the fight scene. The fight scene could have been an episode of itself. I mean, or at least more, or at least it could have had more time in the episode.
How about this? I mean, it could be something that in the next season they'll probably fill in those gaps of what happened. You know what I'm saying? Cut to like 2 years before. Here's what happened. Here's what led to this person doing that.
Trash.
It kind of reminds me of that Rick and Morty when they're at the Purge planet and the what did it start already?
Yes, last night.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, the new season started last night, man.
Oh fuck. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go look at that after this right here. So
yeah, man. But fuck,
bro, I really, really loved the episode the way it was going. I loved how fucking the one that looks mildly retarded, Rhaenyra.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah. I like her, dude. I do. I like her acting. Now, here's one. Let's go back to that topic about representation. How we were talking about, right? I don't look at this as I'm being overloaded with females on the screen. I don't see this as I'm sure there's motherfuckers out there that are like, this is a cultural thing. They're just trying to fucking elevate women and blah. No, I'm not looking at it like that at all. I'm looking at it as like, God damn, these broads are fucking good. I mean, shit, their acting capabilities are outstanding. And the only complaint I'm gonna have is gonna be about the Valerians, because we all know, all right, y'all motherfuckers don't like ships, y'all don't like water. All right, so I find that to be a little bit difficult to believe that y'all motherfuckers are seafaring captains and made y'all millions like that instead of in the gladiator pit. As y'all know, I'm just talking shit. Honestly, dude, even with them, I didn't see it. I didn't see a black thing. I didn't see a white thing. I see a show. And the best scene, I think, there was the young motherfucker. Lanaris, whatever his name is, the son. Cornelius' son.
Dragon.
Huh?
Yeah, riding the dragon.
Dude, not riding the dragon. The best scene was when he told him, "Uncle, what are you gonna be now? the master of complaints.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
he dropped that loud like,
Yeah. Like, damn, man. What the fuck you talking to, youngin?
oh
About the
man,
master
no,
controls. I just
honestly,
think it's moving too fast. Like, I got it. Like,
mhm,
I think that kind of like how Battle of the Bastards was. I think that if they were gonna do a fight scene
mhm.
between them, it could have been at least half the episode or a quarter of the episode, because that fight that had the potential to be great.
What's
That's
that
whole thing. The
between
fight,
Crabtree and
yeah, and that whole
Damon?
just everything,
I don't think
everything
so.
about that had the potential to be great.
I don't think that the fight scene between Damon and fucking and Crab the crab feeder would have been that great. Being, I don't know if you saw how fucking sickly he looked with the grayscale.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
mean,
I say that because you're talking about like 3 years
yeah,
had passed. That war was going on for 3 years.
right.
So I think they had potential to show good things that were happening in there, but it was just like, we show you fighting at night, then we show him going here, and then all of a sudden everybody is just there fighting.
Bro, I mean, well, he's telling two different stories at one time. I mean, the first half was the whole being out there for the hunt, and then the other one going out there being for the fucking battle. Now,
You
I
know,
wish the battle scene, I wish the battle, I mean, the battle could have been one whole episode itself, like you're saying, right?
mhm.
So, but again, I think because they probably didn't know how this was going to be received, like, you know what, we're going to highlight the key parts just in case it doesn't go so well and you get a lot of backlash from it.
I think I think what really, the fact that there's only like two main branches to this, like the king and the brother.
Mhm.
Like you had the Starks, the Baratheons, the Lannisters, and the Targaryens, right? In the first season. So it's like you had different things that you can look and see what's going on at these different times while
Right.
all this is going on. And I understand that some of these things that there was lapses. Obviously, between the time Daenerys was pregnant, when she found out she was pregnant, and then when the baby died or whatever, there was time lapses. But it wasn't nothing just like whoop so fast and shit.
True. And one thing I'll say to that though, we did get a lot of introduction. And just so y'all know out there, we're not like those fucking Game of Thrones motherfucking channels that you go onto the YouTubes and shit. Those motherfuckers be breaking that shit down. I can't do that shit. All I can tell you is what I see and what I like.
did yesterday with you, and you can go back and check it. So the dude that was playing the Lannister, right?
Yeah.
He was he was John Aaron's squire. And he was the one that got killed by the mountain with that wood in his neck.
See, I was wondering if you meant like that's him, in the future coming up ahead. But no, you mean that's the actor that played.
Yeah, that's the same character. Yeah, well, the same actor.
Okay. Yeah, dude. But here's what I was gonna say about that though. What you just mentioned right now, I think they're setting it up because if you saw, they introduced the Lannisters. They introduced a lot of these fucking other houses. During the little fucking chit chats where the ladies were all hanging out, and the dude with the club foot that you could just tell he's up to no good. That ain't nobody gonna sit there like a salt shaker on the table to listen to shit going on without being a master of whisper. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be that motherfucking spider. Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, bro. I'm telling you, I think that it's really, really cool. And what I did enjoy was how he shows his love for his daughter, no matter what. He's like, nah, ain't nobody gonna supplant you. I chose you, and I'm gonna keep my word. And everybody else is like, oh, now that you have a son, they're gonna push her to the side. And I thought that was fucked up. But I mean, you could obviously tell that's what's gonna happen. I mean, that's where the dance of the dragons comes along. But
I think that he was fucked up because twice. Well, one time is the dude he listened to, the dude that was like, I think you should marry his daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
The dude gave him advice the second time that was right. He's the one he should be listened to. He should be the king. He's like, no.
He should be the hand.
Give her to the son. So that way You bring him back into the fold. She
Mhm.
still stays in power. It's still that strong bloodline. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, now that I agree 100% with, bro. Like, I mean, that it would make 1,000 times more sense. You know, the 12-year-old thing, it was just cringe vibes, bro.
Yeah.
And then it got even fucking crazier when that motherfucking hand was like, oh, why don't you just betroth them to her little brother?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, though. Well, you know that's what the Targaryens did anyway, right?
Right. I mean, I get
Yeah.
the incest
That
part doesn't
motherfucker
even bother me,
Otto.
bro.
Yo, Otto, I'm really not liking it. But like I said, you know that's the dude that played Little Nicky, right?
Yes. You
Yeah.
sent me that shit.
Like, holy shit, dude. Like, he's one of the people that, like, he's so good at his character.
Yeah.
I think people are really gonna hate him in real life, like they did with Joffrey.
Oh yeah.
People hate Joffrey. They were like, "Oh, fuck Joffrey."
He quit.
Fuck
He
Cersei.
quit acting, bro.
Yeah,
That motherfucker quit.
took a toll on him. Like, hey, I got to stop this shit.
Dude.
But he played a good part. He's one of those
did.
people. Heath Ledger played a good part, and it
yeah.
sucks because Heath Ledger could have been in that last Batman with Christopher Nolan. When they broke out of Blackgate prison, he could have had a huge part. I think he could have played the judge instead of a Scarecrow.
I haven't
when
seen
they were
it, bro.
convicting people.
I haven't seen it, bro.
Damn, dude.
I'm just not into that, you know. I try to. There's certain shit I'm into. There's certain shit I'm not into. And I mean, I'm not gonna talk about something I don't know about, you know. And I'm happy you're into it, bro. You'll see me nod my head like,
shit, man. I can't wait till the 16th. Well, the 15th. I'm trying to see when the tickets go on sale.
Sells for
The Woman Queen with Viola Davis, based on true events with the female African warriors.
Oh, okay, cool. Just like the female Chaka Zulu,
something like that.
Okay, the only reason I know Chaka Zulu is because I used to watch that shit on Channel 13.
Yeah, back in the day. But no, that's
all right.
No, I don't know. I just know it's about like female warriors, but I don't think it's like the whole Shaka Zulu thing.
Okay, I'm gonna say that one of the reasons that I watched Shaka Zulu was because they showed titties on TV and it was not edited.
That was like natural. Viola Davis.
Viola Davis, I know that name.
Viola Davis.
Is she on? Was she in The Maid?
I don't think so. Have you seen? But she's in a lot of shit. I know you're not into it. She was in Suicide Squad. She's been in a lot.
I saw that one.
She's I can't even think of the woman's name who she's playing.
Sorry, I was reading a text a friend sent me about some bad news.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart. But anyways, now with that, bro, I just think the hardest thing again that to me is going to be a black sea captain making his money off of ships when we know that y'all had a bad relationship with ships.
That's what we're taught. That's what we're taught, but it's not true.
With that being said, though,
seafaring people for years.
And you know, it brings me to my next topic. Now, there's a lot of idiots out there that really still, I don't want to say perpetuate because I don't really know what it means. To me, it sounds like they're elevating, I guess. But you know, this whole Black Lives Matters type shit. Now, I'm gonna be upfront. I hate the fucking Black Lives Matter movement bullshit. Honestly, 100% fucking hate it. It's like up there with the Back the Blue. It's up there with it's just another catchy little fucking jingle that these people came up with. However, I do agree with the phrase that Black Lives Matter. They do matter just as much as everybody else's. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I had seen one of your TikToks. I don't know if you had posted it. I try to fucking, by the way, share it on my Instagram, but it wouldn't let me share it to my IG. So yeah, I don't know why. I tried to share it and it wouldn't let me share it. So I had to fucking copy the link and then put it into my Facebook. But anyways, so I went in there and I was like, you know what? It's been a while since we had this discussion. And I want to hear it out. You know, I agree with the slogan of Black Lives Matter because they do. You know, not saying they matter more, not saying they matter less. They matter just as everybody else's, you know. And you brought up fat girls, you know, where you say that we have to save
what?
the whales. You
Bro,
know,
you trying to get me canceled. I didn't say that. I just literally spoke up about somebody doing that shit to Lizzo. Like you were trying to get me canceled. I was talking
wait, is that
about
not what you were talking about?
no, guy. I
Bro?
said come on, man. You know exactly what the fuck I said, bro. I said you motherfuckers were complaining about like no one was complaining when I was like, yo, save the whales. I was like, no one was bitching and complaining and be like, well, what about the sharks? What
Right.
about the jellyfish? What about the minnows? You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, oh yeah, man, fuck. The whales, we are kind of hunting them. And we probably need to look into this shit.
Right.
And
I
I'm not
mean,
saying that black people are being hunted.
thank you. Thank you for
They are.
clarifying that.
We are.
No, you're not, bro. Stop. 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 Now you're getting into your motherfucking black bag where we kangs and we being hunted because we're the highest superior race, which I've heard many black folk keep saying that shit. And
Do you know what
motherfuckers that
happened
be
last
saying,
week in,
what's that?
in Ohio?
Bring it on. Bring it on.
I really wish I could remember his name, but you can do this. And there was a video, and they stopped right before. Obviously they had to stop because they couldn't show the actual shooting on TV.
Mm-hmm.
There was once again black person laying in his bed. They open the door. He jumps up. You can see he has nothing in his hands. And what happens? Pow! Shot. The light is on him and everything. He is literally in his dude was fucking naked in his bed. They came in the room. Holy shit! Boom! Shot him without even fucking saying shit.
I wish he would have shot them first.
He didn't have nothing. He didn't have anything.
No, I'm just saying.
He didn't even have a weapon.
I wish he would have, because then they would learn that this fucking jumping into motherfuckers' houses, even with a warrant, it's illegal, man. You shouldn't be doing that. Now here's where I'm saying hunted. If somebody's being hunted, I'm not gonna fucking do it behind the badge. I'm just gonna go and fucking hunt you and kill you at night. I don't get, there's so many fucking TV shows out there that show you how to kill a motherfucker that if you really wanted to do it, you could go and do it and get away with it. Now, I'm not justifying going out and killing people. I'm not telling people to go out and kill people, but sometimes shit happens. Are you saying that person woke up with the intent to go and kill a black man that day?
I don't know what his intent was, but I know that
when you say you're hunting someone, that means that they have the intent to do so, bro. You see what I'm saying? Now, am I saying that, and I'm not denying that there might have been some racial prejudice. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know the story, so I'm not going to make something up. I'm not. Mm-hmm. What I will say is I know my area. I know where I'm at. So, for example, if I happen to be a fucking cop out in South Central LA where I grew up, I know that there's a higher potential of me getting blasted at back than if I was to do it, say, I don't even know what LA is like anymore. Say, like in the suburbs, out in West Covina. I know there's a higher potential of me getting shot at in this neighborhood than in that neighborhood. That's all I'm saying. Who's behind the door? I don't fucking know. But that's just me. And again, I mean, I'm not a person of color, so I guess my voice doesn't matter.
Personally, technically you are.
No, I'm not. I'm a fucking American. Okay, that's up there with fucking Latinx. Fuck y'all that say that stupid shit.
Listen, man, like I believe you. Like I said, we go on this, but like maybe it's because I'm reading a lot now. But like there's just there has to be a reconditioning of minds. Like, and it's just not so much on the black aspect, it's on the inclusion aspect. There has to be this reconditioning of our minds. We are set to taught just the bullshit that we are taught. Mm-hmm. People will say, okay, well, I was taught this in school, this, that, and third, but like no one really wants to go challenge what they were taught in school. No one wants to go look at all these books. You'll have people like, man, we had a good fucking, what's it called? Just a sensing session. And it's like, well, you can look at this book. Everybody wants to say, oh, you're lying, you're lying. And it's like, no, man, look at this book by this author. This author did the studies and they cite their studies in these books. And it's like, so how can you say that somebody that has done all this research is full of shit? And it's like, no, it just doesn't fit your narrative that you came up with. And that it fucking hurts people's soul, really.
No, and I agree. I agree with what you're saying, bro. But tolerance goes both ways, right? Like a bisexual person. It goes both ways. So here's what I look at it. I respect people's views. I respect people's opinions. In my mind, I'll respect it. I may not agree with it, but I will respect it. I won't tell you that you're wrong. I'll just tell you, in my opinion, you're wrong. Okay. But when it needs to be shown back, and that's the problem that I have. I'm told you need to tolerate this, and if you don't, you're this and that. How about, okay, can it go both ways where we hear each other out? We agree that we're not gonna fucking change our views, and as long as I'm not hurting you or down or what's the word I'm looking for? If
Degrading.
I'm not, degrading, disrespecting, fucking hanging, killing, lynching, stabbing. If my beliefs are not affecting you, what does it matter?
So now that you bring that up, man, that's real interesting because you talked about the lynching, the stabbing, and all this stuff in the third. And I think, once again, this is just my opinion. I think, therefore, one thing too that a lot of people hear, right, when they say you need to stop bringing this stuff up. Racism only exists because you bring this stuff up. That's what a lot of people say, right? They'll say you're living in the past. That was during slavery. We didn't own slavery. But these same people that will literally look at somebody like me in the face because I'm bringing up, hey, listen, man, this needs to be taught. This happened. I'm not saying that you need to feel ashamed because you're a white person and you need to bow down and kiss my feet. That's something that I'm not saying. I don't feel that way, right? But just like you want me to get over things that happened 50, 60 years ago, i.e. Emmett Till, that's recent history. I mean, that's recent history. You want me to get over something like that, but you motherfuckers won't get over 1776. You motherfuckers won't get over the fact that the South lost the Civil War. But you want me to get over fucking Reconstruction. You want me to get over redlining. You want me to get over Emmett Till. You want me to even get over fucking Flannel Castile, Tremere Rice. Those events happened within the last 65 years, except for redlining and Reconstruction. So the last ones I did. But you keep saying that I'm stoking racism because I'm reminding, and people like me are like, yo, this shit is happening right now. The fact that we can see, because of, everybody has a phone in their pocket right now, when people are in the airport and they're being harassed and called monkeys and this, that, and the third, when children are literally, I'm not just saying black children, because I've seen this with Spanish children too, are outside trying to sell stuff for a fundraiser, just whatever. And you have these Karens coming over there, making a fuss, calling the cops and doing all this other shit. That's the problem. When we could see that fucking drill sergeant at Fort Jackson that was bullying, harassing us, put his hands on that young child, we can see that shit. And it's like, y'all don't want us to talk about the shit that's going on because we're bringing up racism and we're keeping it going. But yet and still, shit like this is going on and we can see it now because we have cameras. So we have to talk about it. So people stop doing this shit. And they feel ashamed because they know they're going to get recorded in the act of their racism, and they know the consequences are going to happen to it. So yes, we're going to keep talking about it. We're going to keep filming it so you can keep that shit in the fucking closet. Like Robert E. Lee said that the goddamn Confederate flag belongs in the goddamn attic.
So let me ask you something. If I go and beat the shit out of a black kid after I told him get the fuck out of my fucking yard, is that because I was doing it because I was racist?
Then you said a kid. When you say a kid, how old are we talking about?
18, 19.
That's an adult.
Okay, let's go 16, 17.
All right, that's a kid now.
I don't give a fuck. If I told that motherfucker get out my motherfucking yard, I'm just throwing it out there. Is it because I'm being racist? I'm not saying that what I did was right or wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now you talk about that, you're looking at a whole new legal thing, brother. Because I tell you what, even if you
here's the point. Here's the point. That's the point. Even if I whoop this out, I'm not saying it's right, but if I whoop this ass, is it going to be called because I'm racist?
You talking about like a 16-year-old?
It don't fucking matter. I don't give a fuck how old he is. You could put 17-year-old and he'll be 18 the next motherfucking day. And the problem that you have to think about it That's a problem.
No, I was gonna say, like, I'm not saying it's gonna be racist. The only what I was gonna say is like now
That's
you're
all I'm
opening up
looking
a whole
for.
new now the
I'm
only thing
just
you're
looking
opening
for,
up is
is
a
it because
whole
of
can
race?
of worms.
Okay,
Well,
but
this is
what
the
I'm
deal,
looking
Snap.
for,
It's not gonna be racially, I don't think that in particular is going to be racially motivated.
but
I
if I
don't
was
think that
white, do you think it will be racially motivated, or would that be a topic that he did it because he was racially, because I was racist? If I was white,
if you beat a kid, once again, I got to explain this. If it's an adult, if it is an adult and you do this shit, hey, listen, that's adult business. But like I said, I don't care if when we're talking about a kids, if that was a white kid in that scenario, if it was an Asian kid in that scenario, I'll be like, nah, man, you're fucking wrong. At this point, it's not so much about racism, it's about you putting your hands on a fucking child.
okay, so let's make him a fucking grown man. Get the fuck out my yard. I don't want you on my
Okay.
motherfucking yard. Get the fuck off. Oh, I got the right to be. Get the fuck out my
No, it's
yard.
private property. That is private property.
I'm just saying.
No,
But
I'm saying, like, yeah, that's
so
your
here's the
private
thing.
property.
Again, would it be what being that I'm brown, more than likely nobody would call it racist. But if I was white, the first thing will be like, oh, white man beats up a black man. Okay, so I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, because it does. I'm not stupid enough or blind enough to think that racism doesn't exist. I'm fucking wise enough to know that not every time that there's an altercation between a black and a white person, it's racially motivated. That's the difference. It just so happens that sometimes shit happens. We're in a fucking country that's diverse. Shit's gonna happen. That's the way I see it.
Yeah,
Now,
but it shit happens when you keep asking people, do you belong here? You belong here. You don't need to. I don't have to tell you if I belong here.
you're
And
right.
that's
You
and
are
then
100% right.
Now, if you keep following me and you're harassing me and you're like, you don't belong here, you don't belong here. Listen, it's none of your fucking business.
Exactly.
Plain and simple. I don't give a fuck if you're in the neighborhood watch or not. This is none of your fucking business. You don't have no right to know what the fuck I'm doing.
You are 100% right on that one, my friend. Now that we agree with. Again, all I'm saying is not everything is racist. There's a lot of things that are racist, and the way things are skewed sometimes on the fucking media, it shows it to be racist. And that's just how I see things. And like I said, that's why I love our platform here, Hunt, because we can discuss this openly. You know what I mean? And, some people will agree with your view. Some people will agree with my view. And sometimes we agree together somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to change your point of view. I would never do that, because you know what? I respect your point of view. I respect you as a man, not as a black man, as a man. You see what I'm saying? Huh?
The man.
No,
but
right.
yeah. So something like that kind of happened in I think it was South Carolina a couple of years ago. So it just so happened to be a black man, and he wound up killing a white child. I think the child was like 6 years old. But there was a whole different thing about that too. Apparently, like, the child's father owed the dude some money for drugs or whatever, so he took it out on that. And the first thing everybody was talking about too, they were like, oh my god, if this would have been a black child, it'd have been a different story. And it's like, no, this is a child. This man killed a child. Like, okay, no one is saying. And what's so crazy, no one even came to this dude's defense with the whole narrative. Oh, it's he has mental issues. It was this murderer, this horrible individual.
Again,
I mean, he was a murderer. He's a horrible individual. But like, where's the benefit of the doubt that this motherfucker didn't have fucking mental issues?
everything's a mental issue now. Everything's a fucking mental issue now, bro. And that's one of those conversations that I think I want to have as well. Why is everything got to be a mental issue? Why can't we just accept some motherfuckers are just fucked up? There's people that are just fucking fucked up, bro. There's people that are just evil. It just fucking happens. Again, I grew up in a big fucking city with a bunch of evil motherfuckers, which were great, awesome people, but do some evil fucking shit. Again, that's just a different time, I guess. But hey, they don't, I guess, we're just products of our environment. I don't fucking know, man. Anyways, Gunline, let me know what y'all think of all this conversation we had. Did we even talk about the Black Lives Matter and Save the Whales slogan? God damn it.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, you know what we haven't talked about though?
What's up?
What you were saying before the break. That white men are the original black men.
Yeah, it was some crazy thing, man. Like, I don't know what is up with this shit. So before, I kind of got a little temporary, like, out there holding my shit up right now while my last video is under review.
Gotcha.
Because the only thing I think I did, I think I only called this dude a dumbass in this video. But I kind of elegantly pointed out how dumb he was. But he got mad, and you know how they go. But yeah, so I was on live with something. And like for whatever reason, this is this whole crazy thing going on. It's like living like in the TikTok matrix where these black people like are coming on there and they're like, I guess they're like Weebos or super hoteps, and they're like, okay, according to Black's law, that every time you say you're black, you're wrong and you don't know what you're doing, and there'll never be representations for the so-called black man, because the black man doesn't have a nation. He's like, you don't even know where you're from. And I'm like, okay, you keep saying this, but you're not offering any solutions. One. Two, it's like, according to Black's law, we were this, that, and the third. It's a law book. And I'm like, these motherfuckers hate to be called black. And it's like my friend was saying, it's like, man, you're ashamed of who you are. Like, you so fucking, they're like, yo, like it's crazy. He told them, they keep in mind they're black people. He's like, yo, he's like, you're a white supremacist. Like, you hate black people. Like, you are a black white supremacist. Like, you hate everything about your people. One dude was like, because the topic was something. It was like, I think the topic was, like black. It was called Black Business, and what that was meant to promote like black small owned businesses, right? So we could try to get people with their tips and everything, and it was mainly for minorities as well. But we try to get people on there to try to talk and say, hey, listen, man, I have my LLC. This is what I did. Try to network and whatnot. So keep in mind the thing was black owned business. And this dude came in there with this super hotep shit. He was like, oh, I'm not African American. I'm Moorish American. So if you know the Moors, that's what Mansa Musa was and everything. So Buddy was like that. And this dude was like, well, if you're not black and you're Moor, why are you in black people's business? Like, you just shut him the fuck up. He couldn't say shit.
Oh my god, dude.
It's fucking crazy.
I wish that we could live in a world, and I know that's just me wanting a perfect fucking utopia where we all just see ourselves as one race, one person, but we battle between our own race, bro. Between my own race, I'm a sellout, bro, because I don't talk shit about my European side. I get it. I'm part European, whether I like it or not. You know what I'm saying? It's just in my blood. That's what makes mestizos. We're a mixture. That's exactly what it means. We're European and Indian. Love it or leave it, So what, am I going to hit on my last name that I've been loving on for the last fucking 44 years of my life? Fuck no. I want to embrace it. I want to know where they came from.
That's good, because like you said, you want to embrace that. And I think that's the same thing that, like, when on a level, when people like me keep talking about, the advancements that, like, I even got told to shut up because I was talking about like all the things that black people have done. And like you said, you're proud of your last name. I'm proud of all the accomplishments that black people have done. And people in the comments is talking shit. And it's like, see, y'all don't understand this. Like, you want to have this Southern heritage and the Southern pride. But when I start talking about the fact that, like, a lot of things that you enjoy today was made by black people, it's a whole different another ball game. It's shut up and dribble.
Right. And I'm not going to try to justify anything of any of that sort. I think sometimes it's the message, how it's perceived. You know what I mean? Because I know there were times when you would do your rants on Facebook where the message was there, but the delivery came off as y'all stole my shit. You know what I mean? Versus like, yeah, it was stolen, but you know what? Here's what really happened. And it almost sounds like you're demonizing everyone. Oh, well, I'm not going to say now. I'm going to say back then, about two years ago when the podcast started, and it almost sounded the delivery was like you're demonizing everyone of that race or of that Southern culture or whatnot, versus demonizing the person that actually stole it. You know what I mean? So I think that when we do that, we tend to, people raise up their fucking what are they called?
Their guards.
Their guards. They put up walls. There's no quicker way to lose somebody's attention than by starting off with pointing the fucking finger directly at them. It's better to, I'm not trying to say tiptoe or fucking walk on eggshells. I would never fucking say that because I don't do that. You know what I mean? But I would say the delivery sometimes has to be, that's the word I'm saying.
You gotta have that tack. You gotta know how to tack.
Like in the military, right? You could tell a fucking sergeant major go fuck himself in nice. No, we can't. No, we can't. He will fucking crush you. Well, I don't know about nowadays.
Oh, you can be like, there's a certain way to tell him to go fuck yourself without telling those exact words. You can wordsmith that shit.
No, I don't know, man. I mean, bro, military nowadays, I don't know. I haven't kept up with it. I found a new TV show that I've been watching on Smithsonian television. It's called Air Disasters. I'm on season 3. It's on YouTube TV. And what else we got, Hunt? We got 4 minutes. Might as well kill it all. What we got?
I get the Smithsonian channel too.
Oh, bro, you should check it out.
It's football. That's what we got. Thursday. The Rams and the Bills. The Bills.
So, let's go with our predictions for the Super Bowl this year. Come on, let's hear it. Cowboys and who?
Oh,
I know you're gonna say them boys.
Cowboys and the Raiders.
Ooh. All right. I'm gonna say the Packers and the Cowboys for the NFC Championship, and then Packers versus Bills.
No, man, I don't know, man, because they got rid of fucking Amari Cooper, which is like, why the fuck would you get rid of Amari Cooper? Of all people. And then what's his name? Start Tony Pollard. I think he's gonna be good. But they just lost one of the offensive tackles and like fucking with a hamstring. And I'm like, God damn it, man. Like, I don't know, man. It's gonna be. I know they're definitely gonna win a division though, because the fucking Giants, they're fucking a joke. They ain't gonna win shit. The Redskins, fucking joke. I think they got Baker.
That's not very politically correct of you.
Oh yeah, the what are the what are they now? Is it still the Washington football team or the Washington Generals?
Nah, the Washington Generals would have been better, bro.
They're still the Washington football team?
No, they're the Commanders, bro.
Oh, the Washington Commander? Oh, okay.
I don't know if you ever seen Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, man.
Oh, bro, you gotta look at this shit. There's this part where this chick asks him, "Tell me about the clit," and he's like, "I am the clit commander."
That's where that came from.
Bro, you have to see this shit.
What's the ball's out though, man? Fucking Beavis and Butthead is back out.
Oh my god, dude. I'm sorry, but the Click Commander, that's whole little fucking scene.
That skit?
Yeah.
I can YouTube it.
YouTube it, bro. YouTube Jay and Silent Bob Click Commander. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? I will put it on here, but I know it'll get fucking stricken and taken down. Hey, you know by the way, go ahead.
You have to look at the whitest kids. You got to YouTube it. Whitest kids, you know, and you have to do the Abraham Lincoln one. Abraham Lincoln. Whitest kids, you know, Abraham Lincoln.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Brother, listen. When I tell you, will not.
Am I gonna get stricken if I do that? If I look at it right now,
it might. But once we get off, you have to look that up. When I say that is the funniest fucking skit,
yeah,
because it deals with like Abraham Lincoln and John Wilkes Booth. And what really happened and how fucking Lincoln instigated it. What you dead motherfuckers just said that shit? Was that you? You string bean motherfucker? You fat ass double hard.
Oh my god, dude, I'm fucking crying right now.
You better listen to your woman, John. He's like, you better listen to your woman, John. Calm down. Just calm down. Calm down. Just calm down.
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, and then like John gets tired. He's like, fuck it, I'm going up there. Like, you cannot talk to the president like that, John. You better listen to your woman, John.
I'm gonna have to check that shit out, bro. Oh, people out there in the motherfucking in the world of the in this shit. Hey, check it out, man. If y'all stayed this far, I appreciate y'all listening to us over here. I hope that it made your time go by pretty quick. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and like and subscribe, comment. It helps with the algorithm. I've never been one to ask for people to do this, but if y'all can, it'll help me fucking grow the community. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm not going to censor myself to your likings. You know, either you like me or you don't like me. You like Hunt or you don't like Hunt. You like our conversation or you don't like our conversation. You know, we have those that do. That's why we're a small pod, because not everybody, we don't cater to one person, is what I'm saying, right? So, and we're not going to censor. We're unfiltered and fucking, we keeps it real. So if you like the fucking content you have here, keep on fucking subscribing and liking and subbing. Go check out King Virgo 82's TikToks. And if you like this shirt, my earplug money pay for half this shirt. Y'all should know about it. Go to onthegunline.com. There's a merch link. All right, y'all. Hey, Hunt, I appreciate you being here as always, pimping.
No problem. Make sure you check that shit out and let me know what you think about it. Whitest kid you know, Abraham Lincoln.
Will do. And then Rick and Morty right after this.